Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. So it's the new year. Happy New Year. I hope you've all had a happy but safe time. I'm asking what are we shaking off? What are we leaving behind in 2021 and what are we opening up to as we go into 2022? Libra had a wacky reading. I'm a Libra and my mum is Scorpio and she passed into the spirit world this weekend, so I definitely had a very interesting reading there with Libra, which is funny because it was like it's like Libra, be more Scorpio, lean into Scorpio energy. You've got a guide kind of helping you to kind of be in that high priestess, seeing beyond the veil energy. And then in the underlying of your deck, you've literally got embrace the in between and open it to infinite possibilities. So I think you're teaching me, Scorpio. I think I've come here to learn some stuff from you. So your song though for this reading is Marina, Hollywood. American Queen is the American dream. She's a Polish girl in America, tall, tanned, hot blonde called Anya. I asked her, why would you want to be a Hollywood wife? Because I don't want to end up living in a dive on the vine. Air hostess doing Gossip magazine, crosswords on a flight to JFK, 39 years old with a mile-high sheen, trying to simulate a mind that's slowly starting to decay. I itch my skin, I jump up and say, lady, I know why your thoughts turn grey. Hollywood infected your brain. You wanted kissing in the rain, living in a movie scene, puking American dreams. Uh-oh. I'm obsessed with the mess that's America. So yeah. So I don't know, you're looking for the golden lie. Hollywood infected your brain. So I don't know, do you want to be an American queen? Are you looking to have some kind of American dream life? I want to say we all know that that's a lie, right? The American dream is what, maybe 1% get it. The rest of people work in underpaid underpaid jobs which don't have unions. And yes, I'm an English girl judging you, America, right now. Judging your corporate system that only really benefits the 1%, right? So don't take me down, please. Donald Trump, please don't come for me. I don't know. So what do we have for Scorpio? You see clearly now. Did I just light bulb going off in your brain? Like, why am I chasing these Hollywood lights? Why am I chasing the Hollywood dream? It's not real. I don't know. You have to have things to hope for, right? You have to have things to inspire you. You have to have aspirations. You have to have a destination in mind. You have to be able to visualize a better life for yourself. Just be careful what you wish for. I'm kind of getting that kind of energy of. Are you sure about that? 43 owl spirit, you see clearly now. Right, well, that's it. That's all we have to say for Scorpio. Nice, easy reading, right? You see clearly now. What do you see clearly, Scorpio? I guess you're leaving... What? So this reading, like I say, it's like what you're leaving behind and what you're embracing in 2022, right? What are you opening up for? So what is this transition for you? So something about the dreams that you had, something about your goals, your ambitions, redefining them, seeing what's really important perhaps, or seeing the path clearly. How do you get there? Ace of Earth. So what a really simple, to the point reading. 2 cards. Something that you've persisted with for a very long time. What's on the underline here? Think on your feet. So I want to say that you are getting some kind of opportunity. You are getting some kind of, it could be some money coming in. It could be some kind of gift. It could be a job offer, a job opportunity. Earth is like practical things. It's something that's real. It's something tangible. It's something that can be applied. It can be a new skill. But aces are new, and it's something that's divinely led from the universe. So I just feel like this is it. This is your reading. You see clearly now. Like, you are high priestess energy. You already know. So why am I here to tell you? You're telling me things, right? Could be something going on again with your crown chakra. This owl's wearing a crown, and then the antlers to me always talk about the crown chakra. When I do energy work, I envision the energy running up and down my spine, and it goes down into the earth like roots in a tree, and it goes up into the sky like branches of a tree. So like antlers, right? So you could definitely have a very strong crown chakra. You could definitely feel like you've got those antennae poking out into the universe to receive information, to receive messages. Whatever it is that you've been receiving messages on, you see it clearly. It could have confused you for a while because you have got that Nine of Fire here. This is the Nine of Wands. It's the Wounded Warrior card. It tells me that there's something that you've been dealing with for a very, very long time here. It's been quite grinding. It's been quite tiring. It's been quite, it's been difficult. The Nine of Fire tells me there's been something where you felt like you've been knocked down and you've had to keep picking yourself back up again over and over again. It's been a grueling journey. This specific image in this specific card always talks to me. My nose is clicking. I don't know if that's relevant to anybody. Sometimes that's like, if somebody's having like nose trouble, or it could be like your third eye chakra as well, that can give me nose trouble. The imagery on this card, she's in a cave, so she's in the darkness, she's struggling, she perhaps she's in an environment where it's hostile, or there's an environment that doesn't fit her well. She's got a lot of difficulty with that. She's going through the darkness in some sort of way. It could be that she's doing shadow work, but the lovely thing about this is that she's holding onto these stars. Now this to me, the star card in the tarot symbolizing hope and dreams and wishes and healing, is like you get through that dark period because you have hopes and dreams and wishes. So going back to that song Hollywood by Marina, it's like perhaps you were going through something in your life that was a difficult phase. There was something that was very challenging for you, but it's like the thing that got you up in the morning, the thing that kept you motivated, the thing that kept you picking yourself up over and over again was some kind of hope or dream and wish. And now this may have been a false dream or wish, like being a Hollywood wife, right? Living a comfortable life where everybody loves you and you go to parties and you dress up and you wear your diamonds. It could be that, you know, being able to visualize that life for yourself was what motivated you. It's what gave you the drive. It's what kept you moving step by step out of that darkness. But it's like maybe you're out of that now. You know, you see clearly. It's like here you are, almost like emerging from that cave. You can almost see like a cave shape behind this owl here. So it's like emerging from the cave, seeing something, some kind of opportunity clearly for what it really is. Because here's, like, if you look on the antlers here, they're actually kind of battered. It's almost like this side's a little bit broken off to me. So it's like this. I'm seeing this as you coming out of the cave, right? Being a little bit battle worn, being a bit, you know, like I fought my way here to the Goblin City. You've learnt lessons along the way. So you emerge from the cage and you do see clearly. It's like a sudden, almost feels like Ace of Swords, like a sudden epiphany. But it's because something appears that's tangible and real. So again, it's like the stars are, that kind of star energy is something that's, it's a dream. It's a kind of Pisces energy of having some kind of dream or wish or idea, and then it's like it's there, then it's on the table in front of you. Like, here's the offer, here's the job offer you wanted, here's that you know, that job offer that you fought for, here's that money that you fought for, here's that opportunity, here's that gift, here's that real evidence, here's that thing showing up in your 3D world. It's like it's there in front of you. So it could be, you know, you wished for a particular person and then suddenly you meet them, or you apply for a certain job, you get that job, and then suddenly the reality of it is quite different from the fantasy of it. You're obsessed with the mess, right? So because it appears, because it's suddenly real, because it's suddenly something that it's not a dream anymore, it's like in your reality, it's real now. It's like you can see it clearly, you can examine it, you can turn it around in your hands, you can really have a look at it. It kind of gives me the imagery, just with this kind of, you can see it's kind of wearing this gold jewelry. One of the images that I saw visually when I was asking for my mum, who's now in spirit, to give me images. Sorry, they showed me the zebra again. I'll come back to that. One of the images that she showed me was a gold necklace with like an amethyst, like a purple jewel. So it was almost like a crescent moon. It was like a gold chain with like almost like a crescent moon of gold, and then like a purple jewel or glass or something in it, and it's sort of hanging down. So what I was going to say about that was that it's like you see something online, maybe it's very expensive, maybe it's a designer piece of jewelry, Vivienne Westwood or something, or Gucci or Chanel or Tiffany's, and it's like this beautiful beautiful piece of jewelry, and you think, I would love to have that. I'm going to save my money, I'm going to work really hard, I'm going to, you know, stick with this job that is like, I'm going to take extra shifts, you know, I'm going to take extra shifts to earn that money so I can buy that necklace. I can really treat myself, I can buy myself that gift for Christmas. And then you get it, and it comes, and you unwrap it, and it's like it's like cheap. It's the metal's thin, it's hollow, you know, it's not as shiny as it looked like in the advertising poster. It's like you get it, and it's like you were expecting like this, and you got like this, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with this, it's a really pretty jewel. I'm just, you know, it's like it wasn't what you were promised, or you were expecting this like refined jewel, and you got this big like lump. So it's like disappointment, but also like clarity, because it changes something within you, where instead of chasing the gold, it's funny that I kind of saw the all glitters is not gold card on that other in the other deck I used in Libra's reading. You don't have to chase that anymore. It's like you've got it now. Yes, you're disappointed with it, but you see it clearly, right? You see it clearly for what it is, and it changes some kind of perception. It's got a broader meaning, because so they keep showing me the messenger of earth there. So the messenger of earth is what brings in the ace of earth. They bring in the offer, so some kind of slow moving offer. But I want to say, like, it's you with it having these, it could be indicating some kind of emperor energy as well for you, but I want to say it's you with your antennae up. So I'm just going to bring that down and maybe talk about. I'm sorry, my video cut out for a second there. It was just trying to install an update, so luckily I heard the little bloop bloop. Yeah, so it has a broader meaning, because not only are you seeing that one piece of jewelry more clearly, it doesn't have to be a piece of jewelry, by the way, it could apply to a lot of different situations. It could be a job that you get, and you actually, when you start doing it, you're like, whoa, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. It's not actually, it's kind of like seeing the wizard behind the Wizard of Oz, right? It's like seeing the small frail man behind the overblown image, or like seeing some, it's like don't meet your heroes kind of thing, like you know, maybe this is somebody that you saw on social media all the time and you thought they were amazing, and then you meet them and you realize they're just a normal person with like normal person issues. So, and I want to say it's not necessarily bad. It doesn't mean you're rejecting this thing. It's just that you have more knowledge about it. But it has more significance than that. It's not just the object or the person or the job. It's making you aware of like a whole industry, or a whole, like, because it's Hollywood, right? So it's not just you meet that celebrity and say, oh, actually, I realise now that they don't look like, it's like meeting someone like Kim Kardashian, where all her images are like, you know, very professionally. I'm not kind of discrediting what she does as a piece of art, but you know, the images that she puts up on Instagram, she's, you know, fully made up, like full makeup, professionally done, professional hair, you know, expensive designer outfits. You know, she's got that, taken 100 pictures and chosen that one where she looks really good, and then it's gone to somebody who professionally, like pixel by pixel, corrects her skin tone and makes her the image, the most beautiful possible image that you could possibly have. And I'm not saying that she's not a beautiful woman. She clearly is a beautiful woman in the first place, but she's the image that she projects on Instagram is a lie. You know, it's not a real image, it's a piece of art. There's a difference between the art and the person. So, you know, in reality, we don't have a team of professional hairstylists and makeup artists and, you know, all this kind of stuff around us to make sure we look picture perfect, you know, 100% of the time. That's not realistic. Realistically, people get spots. Realistically, people have periods of their life where they don't sleep and they get like bags under their eyes. Realistically, sometimes the wind comes and blows our hair and makes us look stupid. So it's that energy of like, not only meeting this person or seeing this thing and being like, oh, actually, and it's not necessarily a disappointment, it's just a understanding, right? It's just an understanding that things are not how you perceive them to be. And I want to say sometimes knowing the real person and seeing the faults and seeing the humanity of somebody is more endearing than a idealized false image on Instagram, you know? So, but there is a greater change of perception is what I'm trying to say. So it's then you realize, oh, nobody on Instagram, nobody in Hollywood actually looks like the publicity photos. Nobody really you know, is perfect. And so it's almost like a life-changing moment where you think, well, I don't have to be perfect either. I can be flawed too. And do you see how I mean? It's like you see clearly. So it's this thing that you've wished for suddenly being tangible and real, but it having a greater impact than just the thing. It's like a light bulb moment, a wake-up call. And again, it could be like working in a certain industry where you idealized it. You know, I've always wanted to work on big budget films. I've always wanted to be an actor, and then you go and you meet the people who do it, and they're just normal people trying to get by, and you know, making the same fart jokes that the kids in school used to make. And it's like they're the same people. Like everybody in the world is just a human, just trying to do the best they can at the end of the day. Nobody's a superstar. Nobody's as amazing as we hype them up to be in our own mind. And I think when you realise that, it's very grounding. So for me, I never thought I could be a teacher. I always looked at teachers as being like just a completely different breed of person to me. And then I remember seeing a teacher that was, you know, young and silly and a complete goofball, you know, out of the classroom, and just very, very like normal. And I thought, oh, she's like me. Maybe I could be a teacher. And I actually went to do teacher training. I'm not a teacher. I didn't do it for various reasons, but it's like when suddenly something's humanized, it becomes more accessible. So it could be Hollywood, right? When you understand how the game is played, when you understand the rules, when you understand the system, it's like, well, I could do that as well. Like they're not actually anything special. They're just skilled at doing playing a certain role, playing a certain game. So I want to say that's your reading. Yeah, all right, cool. I'm going to leave it there. Hope that was informative. I hope that you can see how that applies in your own reality. And even if it's not your reading, hope it was entertaining. I would say, yeah, definitely something coming your way though. Something really good, grounded, practical. It's going to give you a lot of clarity. Okay, it's going to get you into like a high priestess energy where you're like, yeah, I get it now. I see clearly now. I understand. All right, Scorpio, love you. Do take care of yourselves, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.